How's it going, everybody? JP here. Welcome back to 31 Days of Horror. This is the third year we're doing this. In case you don't know what we're doing, we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October. And this is day number 3 of the third year. The film I decided to review for day number 3 is Godzilla from the year 1964. And some of you might say that Godzilla might not be a horror film, and maybe perhaps the sequels aren't, but the first one is definitely very dark in my opinion, and I do consider it a horror film. A giant monster. This is my first time this is my first experience with the king of monsters, Godzilla, and I gotta say, it was a very positive one. I very much enjoyed this film. Let's get into it. This film follows a reporter named Steve Martin, which is kind of a weird name. He's an American. He's in Tokyo. He's kind of like a journalist. And the short and sweet is, there is a reptilian, giant, 164-foot tall monster that is let loose upon the city, causing all kind of mayhem, destruction, just rampaging through the city. And it's up to Steve Martin and the government and two young lovers, I guess, to stop Godzilla. And we see Godzilla really do a lot of damage. So, this film is kind of simple in plot, but it does have a little bit of maybe social commentary, backstory on Godzilla, sets up the mythology a bit. Talks about how the nuclear testing of bombs might have had something to do with Godzilla. They do get into some scientific background on what Godzilla is and maybe where he came from. I definitely always enjoy that in my creature features or monster movies. I like when they kind of figure out what's really going on. And then also, I gotta say that I can kind of almost see the frightening, not even almost, I can see the frightening aspect of this film. You have to kind of put on some, time machine type glasses and really put yourself in the time that the film was made, and you really have to forgive a little bit of the crudeness of certain things, but I think even by today's standards, the guy in the the guy in the rubber monster suit looks hella good with the miniatures. I mean, it doesn't take you out of the film at all. At least it did not for me. Yeah, I know how it's done. I know what they're doing, but it honestly looks pretty damn good. And if you can put yourself in the time that this film was made, it is kind of frightening. It's very effective. I really enjoyed all of the destruction and rampage, and there's quite a lot of it, more than I was expecting actually. And Godzilla is definitely a cool creature, fire breathing. I love the black and white look at this film. It definitely works very well, especially when it comes to some of the, maybe in color, some of the the suit and some of the miniatures might not have looked as good, but black and white definitely lends itself to this film. Overall, very much enjoyed Godzilla. I think that it was a little bit slow at times, but it didn't really bug me, and I honestly thought that most, if not all, of the human characters weren't that interesting, including Steve Martin, our American protagonist. And I also think that for being just a reporter, the entire story and characters really trusted and put a lot of faith into this just American reporter. I thought that was a bit weird. But anyway, Godzilla is a really good movie. I definitely enjoyed it. 8 out of 10. See you guys next time with another review. Maybe we'll check out some more Godzilla. See you guys next time.